Hello, and welcome to my YouTube channel. It's taken me a long time to make this because it gives me anxiety and I feel like I'm going to be judged. For those who don't know, my name is Jessica. I am 41 years old and I married a Mexican, hence the name Mexican Wife Life. I do get asked a lot if I'm Mexican, and no, I'm not Mexican. But I couldn't use an apostrophe for possession in my screen name. So I would have had to have Mexicans Wife Life, which would have been plural, and then that sounded naughty. And I also explain myself too much. I over-explain. Just so you know, I am on my lanai, and which is a fancy word for porch, right? So I cannot control the roosters and the birds. They're doing their thing. So you get used to it after a while. Now you may be asking yourself, why should I watch your channel? And that's easy. I have no idea. I do create videos on other platforms and people seem to enjoy it. So I figured I'd hop on the old YouTube wagon and just bring you more longer stories, content, crisis, catastrophes without a time limit. This channel will be dedicated to all things me, really. Tutorials and farm animal interviews. Why did that chicken cross the road? We don't know. Information. Okay, I can't help. You can take the teacher out of the classroom, but you can't take the classroom out of the teacher. Not that I ate my kids or anything. Okay, so let's hop right into it. Number one question, why do I live in Mexico? No, my husband was not deported, okay? It's actually really rude to ask. And even though he was not deported, I know lots of families that have gone through deportation, and it is a horrible process for families, especially the children who don't deserve that. So the first reason, and probably the biggest, is I was a teacher in the United States and I was miserable, as many teachers are. Not because of the children. The kids are amazing, but it's all of the behind the scenes stuff that you don't see. So we were given the opportunity to buy 2 houses and some land from a family member, and we took it. It's really unfortunate in the United States for teachers to have to be teaching and working 2 other jobs with a spouse that's working in construction and still struggling financially. So that was the number one. The second reason that we moved here, it was actually my idea, which my husband loves to throw in my face when we argue. Oh, it's your idea to move here. Yeah, well, it wasn't my idea for you to be a jerk. Anyway, this is the 3rd country that I have lived in. I've also lived in the United States, but I've also lived in the Netherlands. So I feel like travel is the best form of education you can achieve, and you just change as a person because of these experiences. Yet another reason that we moved was for medical. My husband at the time needed a procedure in his eyes. In the United States, with insurance, the cost would be $1,200 a month out of pocket. In Mexico, it came up to be like $16 actually a month without insurance. Yet another reason that we moved to Mexico. A lot of people are going to think that I'm crazy, but safety. So when you watch news reports in the United States, you have to keep in mind that all media outlets are owned by 6 different companies. So there is a ton of corporate bias. That being said, are there dangerous places in Mexico? Of course. I just don't live in one of them. We don't even lock our doors. It's amazing. So if you have ever been in an American school and been in lockdowns, it's terrifying. And I didn't want to experience that anymore. Finally, the last reason that we moved to Mexico is because I have always wanted to have a farm. I do not like being told no when I would like to purchase an animal. So My husband promised me a donkey. It has been 9 months and I still don't have a donkey. So every day he gets a countdown. It is day 252 of me not having a donkey. So, oh, it should be noted that I am going to undo all of the misconceptions that you have about Mexico. Is it all desert? No. Does it get cold? Yes, we get snow. Lots of places in Mexico get snow. Okay. Is the food bomb? Yeah. Yeah, it is. I just thought of another misconception. Everybody asks like, oh, do you have a TV? Do you have internet? So Mexico is actually not a third world country. And we have all the same things the United States does, except for Target, the Target dollar spot. And if there's a representative from Target, I would really appreciate it if you could just, ship one of those bad boys over here because I am fiending for the dollar spot. We have Bath and Body Works. We have Kentucky Fried Chicken. We have Walmart and Costco and Sam's and Home Depot and Party City and tons of American companies. But the Chinese food is weird. At least the one that I've had. Because I'm just going to tell you right now, I don't think that jalapenos belong in chow mein. Okay? It must be said. Well, that's really all I have to say at this point in time. I know that this first video is short, but it is long enough to give me an upset stomach from anxiety. Okay. Also, I would like to apologize to my students who wrote down that they were going to be YouTubers when they grew up, and I told them that they still needed to learn geometry. I did not have to use geometry to sign in to the app. So, my sincerest apologies. But you still have to go to school. Crap, I forgot. I guess you're supposed to hit like and subscribe. You're supposed to say that on YouTube, right? I'm not going to do that every video because, truth be told, it's annoying. It really is. But for this one, if you could like and subscribe, that'd be the bee's knees. If you hear those cheeps, that's my husband. He's got baby chickens in his pockets. So, thank you for your support.